Oh crap. I totally forgot. There's something going on at the mountain. The September weekend. First real weekend of September. I totally forgot about something. Tell me they got a lot of open signs. Thank you very much. I'm going through. I don't need to pay. Why all the cars? They're going to one single parking lot. He's going to move the cones for us. Check this out. I hope this wasn't a big mistake. I didn't get out of bed until like 12:20. I need to find a cool, chill spot to go after doing 10 miles yesterday. So I decided to come here to chill. And I totally forgot. It's the weekend of the Yellow Daisy Festival. Hey, check this out. Look at the kind of day we get to experience today. No, not 2010. 2023. That's weird. The Mandela effect. This was never here. How? What the heck is going on here? There was never like a little tributary here. Looks like it's been here ever since though. At least I don't remember it being here. It was always way over there. It was never next to the trail. Never. Maybe these guys right here had something to do with it. Cute. There's like 3 of them. Probably more. Welcome to heaven. Sorry, baby, you don't have to worry about me. Going about your business. I wonder what would happen if I just left the camera rolling today. You know, took breaks and just chilled. Didn't say a word. I wonder what they would be talking about. Or trying to get me to do. I'm talking about the entities out here. Hey, maybe the beavers created the little tributary reroute or something. There's a little beaver dam here. Look at that. They definitely know how to build stuff. Man, check this out. When I come across things like this, it causes me to think about something that I might have said. The heck happened out here? Like I told you many times before in my videos, just as a joke, they didn't call me Nostradamus for nothing. Something's missing. And I made a video about it a few months ago because something was in very bad shape out here.
Oh. There was a bridge there.
Yeah, the bridge is gone. I knew they were going to take it out of here.
Yeah.
Yep. Have a good one. The bridge is gone. At least they put in some kind of temporary fix. Different levels, of course. Da Vinci style. But I guess the bridge is more Da Vinci style, really. Wonder how long it's going to take them to build another one. Let's hope it's going to be just like the last one. That was here all those years. Probably was here for like 35 years before it started rotting away. That thing was in dire need of repair for real. Can't wait to see the next one. I want to get down here and look at these boulders. There's a couple of lovebirds sitting right down there. They're going to think I'm crazy. You can hear them laughing. I don't blame them though. It's a beautiful heavenly Sunday out here. For real. I mean, look at that thing. I just want to take a peek if there's going to be something on it that no one else is ever going to notice. There's no way in heck that thing could be moved by some kind of excavator or anything like that. Way too massive. It came from somewhere though. I don't know if it came from the top of the mountain or what. Like it just rolled down here 19,000 years ago or something. Something's going on the trail. Let's play it off like we're taking pictures. Because they will find it kind of fishy if I'm not fishing. Or if I'm stopped on the trail. Yeah, once again, I'm going to have to save it for later. I didn't realize how close they were. And the way that they're angled, I can easily be seen by them trying to inspect some kind of giant boulder out here. I mean, look how far that thing has got to go from the base of the mountain. And there's nothing like it out here. That's what gets me. All the other boulders are quite small. You can easily manhandle them around the mountain, you know, like roll them around, that kind of thing. But that one down here, there's something strange about that one. I know, you're laughing. You're laughing. I know what you're saying. There's something strange about you. That's exactly what you're saying. There's something strange about me, for real. You ain't lying. Man, what the heck kind of dang joke is this? Every time I come through this place over here on this side, I gotta reach in and pull things out. Man, they're just gonna be calling me back today, that's it. There's 3 here. Why would you do something like this, though? Fools. Let's leave it as a beacon. I got to do things backwards again today. Come back at the garbage and then go look at the boulder. See what I mean? I mean, there's nothing like that boulder out here. I know it's just geologic evolution. That's it. It's probably always been out here. So much for putting mosquito spray on my face. It's not even working. They're biting me like crazy on the cheek. I'm out here trying to get away from it all. Look at this heavenly spot. Welcome to heaven. I knew I was going to find one. Another one, that is. I was going to leave a little something behind anyway that I found in the leaves. But there's something else more important up in here. Hold on. I know they might be smashed later on when things start to shift, when trees start to grow. The power of time itself. The roots expand, slowly pushing this and shifting this. Nature's so strong, you can never, ever, ever beat it. It just takes a lot of time. A ton of time, actually. Yeah, you just gotta do before and after shots. Where's that thing at? It's not mine. Let's see how long it's been here. Don't know if there's gonna be anything protecting it. Like, oh, there's a carpenter ant. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it back. I always do, right? Let's hope this one's not too kiddish, you know, too childish. This is a letterbox. Better hide out. They might see us. Everybody's gonna know where the treasure is. That geocaching box treasure. Man, get off of my face, mosquito. I just put mosquito spray all up in my face. and they are attracted to it. I bet this thing's more used than you could ever imagine. I bet the most recent one is probably, what, 5 months ago? We'll take a look. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of offerings because I didn't know that this was here, but we're always looking. Get down! Back to business. Dang, these mosquitoes are off the chain today. Why did I spend $10 for some mosquito spray? I'm trying to find... Alright, it goes in this direction. Alright, 2016. The classic cat lady. How long has it been since this thing's been found? Here's 2011 right here. Super Grace. I'm trying to find one. I know there's got to be one in here from like 3 months ago. Found it. April 2023. All right. There's probably one more recent though. There probably is. Hey, we got some blank pages. You're gonna say use them? No, cause I don't like. I'm not part of the group. I'm single. All right, so the most recent one's from April, go figure. I kind of already knew that though for some reason. That's cool though. We'll put it back. Right, we found it too. Respect that thing. What a hobby indeed. I would be good at it. What an incredible hobby. Back where I found it. I wonder if there's any more geocaching boxes around this place. I wonder if I left any behind. Maybe someone left one for me. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Alright, we need some more engineering here. People have to see the pieces that look like they shouldn't be placed there, you know. Like they were purposely placed, strategically. Let's think about this. Yeah, it's still a little bit exposed. It is. Man, look at them speaking things through me from the past. Because they know how the game is out here. Things are expressed throughout time itself. All right. Maybe I should take note of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it now. Maybe that's truth about something else out here. All right, they're in a line. They're in a line. Look at that. I'm building an overhang. All right. See, if somebody like me came around and they saw rocks piled up perfectly like that, they would definitely have to know that something's up. And then they just take a look. And then they see something. I'm looking. course I've been up here before, picking up the garbage at least twice. I know I've passed a few bottles out here already. They come out of the drainage up in here from both sides of the tracks. They end up down here. You're gonna say, how come you didn't bring any garbage bags with you? Well, I didn't think I was gonna come this route. I just want to cover all my bases. Trying to understand natural versus man-made. I mean, that boulder right here, this flat one, looks like it's been there for about 47,000 years or more. That's got to be natural. But these are blasted up here and tossed away to the side. Why am I whispering? Just in case there's people up there walking on the tracks. How come no carvings though? We can't afford to miss anything. Man, these mosquitoes, man, they're crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, they would never put a geocaching box under here in a place like this if they understood drainage and how water flushes things out. I'm just curious though. I mean, everything catches my eye. Probably nothing. Just look like a perfect square. But if they blasted this off the mountain on that side, up here, and they just tossed it on this side to make way for the rail line, then it makes me wonder if they blasted something off that was on the surface and it's around here somewhere, just fragmented. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying. Da Vinci, you're always on to something. Well, because that is something that had to be. Because as you know, ancient man coming out here for the past 13,000 years. The granite dome. Perfect place to carve history. Carve their names if they had them. Carve symbols, animals. That's a big one right there, dang. Well, they're all big. Gotta keep a lookout. Don't want to be stepping on the long ones. And don't need to be stepping on anything like that either. I'm just waiting for that lucky break. And all it takes is one. Who knows? I probably spotted many in the past. Hold on, I'm trying to get past Jaro right here. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of these lines, these grooves are probably caused by shoving the rocks around. The boulders. Scratching up against one another. It would take a lifetime just to find the first 2 or 3. anywhere around the mountain. And a lot is going to be hidden, never to be seen because of the moss. What a beautiful place. You know, minus the garbage, you're gonna say, why don't you just go back and get the garbage bags and get whatever's out here? I don't know. I mean, I can definitely save that for another day. I don't have to be cleaning every single time I come out anywhere. I know the ones out here who know me so well, they would disagree with that. At this rate, I'm not going to get far at all at looking around. I would definitely love to know what the mountain used to be like before they built the rail line. Even all the way up through 1840, I think, when they started. When they started blasting things. They're drilling things. I mean, all this dirt right here was dumped to support the rail line. So who knows what this place looked like before the rail line was put in around the mountain. That's what I want to know. I can imagine the picturesque waterfalls cascading down the mountain when it rained through all these natural boulders. Look at this balance though. Check this out. This scared the crap out of me. Watch this. Watch. Look how big this boulder is I'm standing on. Watch this. Check this out. You're going to say, how much do you weigh? Like 217. That's it. No, I'm not going under that. Why would I? It's illegal, I think. Some of the time doing adventurous things can be illegal. Unlawful is what they call it. Besides, I mean, it's not like I'm going to find a 1945 silver nickel, you know? Gotta quit using the headsets. Because you can never hear what I'm saying. Some more following us. Who knows what's up in this grass? They're probably sticking their neck up right now. The long ones. I'm trying to get lined up with something. See if there's going to be any kind of symbols or anything like that out here. Let's hope, at least pre-1500. I'll know it when I see it. Because I know what I'm looking for. Man, look at this. It's times like this that made me want to go back and get a few bags, Who knows what's in that grass? Shouldn't have spoke it forward. It's probably sticking its neck out. A bottleneck, probably 45 of them. Perfect spot to sit down. 10,000 years ago. 3,488. 244. Quite the setting. Thanks for the cover, Tree of Life. Let's hope they were too caught up in what the lady was talking about and not getting on the speakers saying, "Look at the guy in the blue shirt." There's only so far I can go up in here though. I know there's like an access road somewhere up here close. It's almost like I'm better off just going back and doubling up on the mosquito spray. I mean, all up in the eye. This must have been a hot spot back in the day. I mean, got old school beer bottles, you know. You're probably going to argue, hey man, they probably tossed that thing up there from the road back in like 1987. Yeah, this has got to be some old school trail right here. I guess what they call an unapproved trail. I mean, it's right next to this little spot where people sit down and get some water from this municipal water fountain. You know, they give it to the puppies and stuff out here. Man, we're right next to the parking lot, man. Let me go back and put extra mosquito spray on. This is ridiculous. The most scary thing about me walking out of the woods in this location is going to be the red spots on my face. That would definitely run anybody off. Welcome to heaven. Should have known there had to be an easier way to the boulder. But there were people down here earlier, chilling in heaven, on this rock. But we're about to look at another one. I'll just say that I'm out here scoping out the location to fish. A lot of other people do too. Why can't I? I know you're gonna say, "'Cause you're different, man." You're a little bit too different. Maybe it's just like all the other boulders around the mountain in certain locations, you know? I mean, before they built the dam a long time ago, this was probably a major drainage outlet for the mountain for thousands of years. The water just found its way to the lowest points. Probably was a little tiny creek before they moved that thing on that side. Just looking. Want to know how such a big item like this ends up in such a location? I mean, to be honest with you, if anything, this thing should be buried deeper due to silt backup within the zone. But it's the complete opposite. Look, there's a trail right here. You can't see it from the top. Trying to think about how to get around the spotted webs. Don't need to be taking their house. I don't want to be getting in trouble. Finally made it after all these years. My curiosities always get the best of me. Quite the large being, I would definitely say. Now, if I saw some blasting holes, drilling holes, whatever, that would ruin the whole thing, the experience. Nothing stands out yet except for these things. Can't tell if that's natural or what. The scale of this thing blows my mind every single time. Good thing those girls, that group of girls, is not crossing the dam. I would definitely be judged off the map, for real. Man. We're not about to move any moss. I'm just trying to understand it. No explanation. Doesn't mean there isn't something out here, though. Would have definitely been a spot to put something. I'm not talking about like a geocaching box. You know what I'm talking about. A sign or a symbol. Whatever. Never set foot on this part of the lake on this side. Never have. But I've looked at it. Does that count as being within it, though? I don't think so. There's a lady up there with her child. Up on the trail. I think they're closer to the lake, though. There they go. They're at that corner. The corner where all the bottles are. I don't know if I can remember to come back and get those things. It's pathetic. Why somebody would do that, though. Let's hope someone sees them and gets them before I do, so I don't forget, because I think I will. I mean, I'm too busy having a blast exploring. I just wish I can just take a break every now and then. You know, and not always be in motion. What's up, Angel Tree? Another one. Well, I knew you were here. I knew that you were here. I'm gonna have to pull the compass out to see what direction you're pointing in. I wonder if you're one of the northwest, southeast ones out here I've been looking for. Look at your perfect angel wings. Sticking out on the sides. Thank you for living. I'll be more careful when I talk around you. I know how scared you get. I heard it in one of my last videos from a couple nights ago when I was putting together a video when I was out here chilling. And I got one of the craziest CVPs that made me feel real bad about the things that I do. The way I talk when I go out looking for them. I was talking about how the human race likes to laugh at my Da Vinci style stories. But I don't know who they were talking about when they said it. They said it with like a childish voice though. They say some scare angels. I don't know if they were talking about my stories or if they were talking about the human beings. I mean, if they were talking about my stories, I'm definitely going to have to be careful when I come out talking about stories and stuff like that. Because they're innocent. I know that for a fact. Peaceful and innocent. So I can say, I guess I can say that, yeah, my stories, some of them can be scary. I can definitely imagine how they would scare angels. But I was hoping that they were saying that the human race scares angels. Because they scare me too. Almost perfectly east to west. Just a little bit skewed. Ever so slightly. a different kind of flower. You know exactly what that is. A Templar symbol? That's up to you to decide. But no, it's a drill bit. So when I used to drill the holes. But I've known that thing was here for the longest time anyway. Oh crap. Time to plug the ears. Ow. Dang, I never saw this before. And I cut across it every single time. Let's be more careful from now on. Dang, you talk about perfect balance in heaven. Can't stand these shaky iPhone cameras when you zoom in. Resting right on the edge. How weird how this humongous dark cloud hasn't moved. How beautiful. It almost makes me think that something's forming right on top of the mountain. Let's hope we don't get struck by lightning. I mean, look at these clouds. This thing has not budged. Great. Time for some community service. I gotta walk my butt all the way up here. No big deal.